Yes, sir. Right. Today we are going to start .NET full stack course. And here in the .NET full stack course, what are the concepts we are going to cover? And simply to say, so what is the roadmap to learn .NET full stack? And what are the concepts we are going to cover? And what are the opportunities after completion of the course? And how can we approach to attend the interviews and all? So that I'll explain. So first thing is, if you become the programmer, or we can say developer, full stack developer, so what is our main duty? So nothing but what we have to do means what? Every programmer or every developer has to develop the applications, developing applications. So taking one simple example, let's say banking application I'm taking. So why every faculty is taking banking application to explain the concepts means? Behind there is a simple reason. What is that? In our daily life, every day in our life, we are using banking application to make the payments, to get some money, and all the transactions we know very well. So that's the reason to make you everyone understand. So most of the trainers will take the first application is a banking application. Remember. Now, in general, if you think, what is the main motto of banking application? Why we develop the banking application means what? It is to serve customers. Who are the customers? Account holders. So banking application main motto is to store all account holders information. All account holders information we store. The second one is after storing account holders information, allowed to perform operations on those. Operations on information is the second one. First one is to store the information. Second one is to perform operations on information. Two things. So that is the main purpose of a banking application. Let's say simple example. Sir, I want to take the account from the bank. What we will do? First, we will visit one bank. We contact some person who is working for the bank. We ask, I want to take the account from your bank. Then what the person will do? Okay, please fill this form. Okay, so then we provide the account to you. We take the form and we will fill all our details. Then we will submit back. Then the person will open user interface. The person will open the computer. That is called front end. That is called front end. Is called user interface. Is called user interface. Like www. The person will open the browser. In the browser, the person will open www.somebank.com, hdfc.com. In that, we only create like this, create account form. Same how the physical form, they provide one form to us to fill. Na? The same form details we are providing here. What are the details? Enter account number. Enter account number, one text box. Enter account holder name, one text box. Enter balance in account, one text box. All the details, email ID, mobile number, PAN card, everything. And simply here, we give one button called create button. Create button. How can we make? How can you create means using UI technologies. UI technologies, initially we start with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. After that, advanced concepts also we learn. Frameworks is a framework. So that is React.js or Angular, is anything. React is little advanced. So both are same almost. Any framework we learn. See, the thing is what? As a full stack developer, company's expectation is what? You need to develop the application end to end. In that, the first one is a front end. Front end is nothing but user interface. Front end is nothing but user interface. Okay. So in that user interface, first we develop the application front end using HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Framework is a React or Angular is the first thing. Next one. Okay, the person, the employee, fill the details. Account number given, account holder name, and some balance. Let's say 5,000 balance, initial balance. Sir, where they will store this information permanently? Means we store the information permanently in the database. For every application, database is important. Database is important. This is database repository. Repository means what? Just like a hard disk where we store the information permanently. There, we store the information. We store the information in the table format. Is a table. This one. All the records we store here. This is banking, na? Account details. So, here it is account is a table name. Account number, account holder name, and balance in account. Account number, account holder name, and balance in account. We store all these. We store all these using the concept called SQL. We learn this. For this SQL, we need to install one software called SQL Server. This is Microsoft application product. Why, sir, we use SQL Server only? Like Java students will use Oracle software. Python students will use MySQL. And why we learn SQL Server means simple option. .NET is a Microsoft product. It is coming from the Microsoft company. SQL Server is also Microsoft product. So we always use our own product only. Let's say if you take Java, Java is a Oracle product from Oracle Corporation. Oracle Corporation purchased Java. So their backend is Oracle. So Java students will attend Oracle classes. .NET students will attend SQL Server classes. But simply to say, the differences are very less, 99% same. Like a driving different cars, like Hyundai car and Suzuki car. It's almost 99% same. Maybe a little simple things are different. Same here also. SQL Server we learn. Using the SQL Server, how to create the table, how to retrieve the data, just how to create table, how to insert the data, how to retrieve the data, how to update the data, how to delete, all these things we learn. Okay. For that, we should learn the concept of SQL Server. This is called backend. We should know front end. These are the front end things. This is the backend, database. This we need to learn. Okay. Now our final concept is we need to store this information here. Here we need to store. The question is how? How we store this information here? Using server. That is what backend. That backend is called server side program. Server side program. Here in this server side program only, we use that .NET concepts. First C sharp. C sharp means what? All the core concepts, but that is hard. Next, advanced for database connectivity AD, for development ASP, and then followed by MVC. These are server side concepts we need to learn to understand. Sir, what is the purpose of this server side programming? Very simple. Connecting all, and storing this information here. Storing this information here. Once you click on create, first one, it will collect. Which one? .NET program. What .NET program will do? It will collect the information from HTML data. Okay, it is collected this information. Next, it has to store here. Na? So, establish the connection. Connect to database. It is establishing the connection with SQL Server. So then insert the record. Store details. Nothing but here it is account number, account holder name, and balance in account. All the three details stored. The fourth one is get the results back. Get result. Nothing but successfully inserted or not. Because we should tell the bank employee na account created or not. That we need to display on the screen. We need to display on the screen. Yes, account created successfully. Success. Created account. No, account creation failed. Account creation failed. So total how many? 3. Front end, we need to learn. Back end, we need to learn. SQL server, we need to learn. A full stack developer has to develop the application end to end. But here the chances are, once you finish, you can become the front end developer. And once you add React also, you will become React developer. Like different resumes you can create and apply for the different posts. Right? You can become a backend developer. You can become SQL server developer. And you can become that full stack developer. For individual roles, we can apply. Of course, once you joined in the company, you know all the things, but you will work on only on a particular area. Maybe on a front end, maybe on a back end, maybe on a database. But here to enter into the company, we need to learn all the things if you apply for the .NET full stack developer job. No, sir, it is seems to be little hard. In between means what? You can concentrate only on a front end part and you can become a React developer. You know that so many opportunities are there nowadays for React developer also. And sir, why so many opportunities for .NET developer nowadays means what? The only one reason is what? Normally in academics, no one introduced a .NET course. In academics, if you see in your BTech or in your MSc or your in BSc computers, anywhere, there is no .NET course. People don't know what is a C sharp, what is ADO, even names also they don't know. So why they not introduced that .NET into the academics means what? Initially, Microsoft products are not free. Let's say if there is an institute and they are teaching .NET things means what? They have to install original .NET softwares only. By that time, Windows cost is 8,000 and .NET cost is also around 8,000. For each computer, they have to install separate softwares by paying 16,000 rupees. So definitely, so no one is ready to teach all these things because they have to pay so much money to the Microsoft company. These are not free products. These are not open source products. Maybe that is the reason they didn't introduce all these things. So that's the reason most of the .NET full stack developers become developers once they joined in the company. Reason is Java and .NET 99% same. .NET is more easy compared to that. If you learn Java course and you entered into the company, in company suddenly they have allocated that .NET project means what? No need to worry. Just in a week you can become a .NET developer. Or if you are a .NET developer, let's say, if you want to become a Java developer, or if you want to become a Python developer also, it's just in a week we can. It's almost all same. But why people don't know .NET and why still, if MNC companies are there, let's say MNC companies, what they will do means what? So directly they recruit the people, those who are good at C++, data structures, basic things, and they will give KT, that knowledge transfer they will give, so that they become a .NET developers because forcefully. And for the startup companies also, they approach like institutes and all because they can't find the students from the colleges. So they find the students from institutes, those who complete .NET and those who directly apply as a .NET developer. So easily they become. This is the main reason actually .NET is not present in a academics. So if you ask any student what is a C# means what, simply they say they don't know. But if you ask what is Java, what is Python, what is Go, everything will tell. They don't know only C# because in their academics .NET is not there. Maybe in the final year, if any training program they introduce, because so many opportunities are there as a .NET developer also means what, in the some of the colleges they accept the training program and they teach to some of the students to get the job. So many opportunities are there because 90% students don't know what is .NET. Even though almost 50% almost all products developed using .NET and 50% developed using Java. But most of the students don't know what is .NET, and most of the students not interested to learn .NET because they are thinking that it is some other programming language, Microsoft related things and all. It is not exactly like a Java. Okay, so that is. So these are the things, and how we need to learn means what? As a developer, as a .NET full stack developer, we need to learn front end because every application consists three parts: front end, back end, and database. That front end, we can call it as a presentation layer. Presentation layer. So this is called front end, where we start learning with the UI technologies, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. JavaScript is little hard. That is important. And then followed by that React.js framework. In the backend is called business layer. Business layer, that is called backend. Backend. In this backend, we just start with the C#, C#.NET. This is heart of .NET programming. For database connectivity, ADO.NET. For web application development, ASP.NET. And then the framework MVC. Here the heart is a C#. C# exactly equals to the JavaScript. Exactly. 99.99% both are same. For front-end developers, nightmare is a JavaScript. But for backend developers, why front end is easy means what? Is exactly equal to this because they already know. So it's easy. Once you finish this JavaScript, React.js become easy. So only concept you need to concentrate is a C#.NET. Very, very, very important. Every day new concept, all the new concepts you will learn. Like first 30 to 35 days, it is hard to understand C#.NET. But once you finish that C#.NET, you understand each and every concept. Like same only arrays, strings, oops, exceptions, threading. But every day new concept. Later, everywhere we use the same concept only. Okay. The next one is a database. In the database, we learn what? SQL Server. SQL Server. And the same story, SQL Server concepts also same C#.NET concepts only. Here also, variables are there, data types are there, functions are there, operators are there. Same concepts only everywhere in C#, in JavaScript, in SQL Server. That is the reason only they introduced recently full stack developer means what? Everyone is saying that we need to learn front end, back end, database to become the full stack developer means what? No, all are same only. Everywhere same concepts, repeated concepts only. Feel bore also sometimes whenever you are good at C#.NET. When you are learning JavaScript, you feel bored. Sir, why same concepts you are explaining? SQL same variables, data types, functions. Why again same concepts you are explaining? Like that also we feel bored. Only concept you need to understand C#. Then easily you can become the .NET full stack developer. So you can apply as a React developer. You can apply as a .NET full stack developer, as an MVC and all. And you know the opportunities. So many opportunities are there for .NET. Only you need to concentrate on writing the programs. You need to spend 4 months of time. Daily practice is important. I'll share the documents whenever we are learning C#. After completion of the class, what you are going to complete and everything we will discuss. That's not a big thing. Okay.